Hey all, it's December 21st. It's Apocalyptic Day and I'm still alive and the rest of us are too. So let's praise King Jesus and learn a little bit more about relationships. So we talked about last time more of the outgoing and task-oriented D's and the outgoing and people-oriented I's. Now we're going to talk more about the reserved, people-oriented style, the S's, and the reserved, task-oriented C's. So first we're going to go over the S's. S's are supportive, steady, stable, secure, servants, sweet, submissive, shy, status quo, sentimental, sameness, and they can be a tad bit of a sucker. So they're very supportive, steady, stable, secure, servants, sweet, submissive, shy, status quo, sentimental, sameness, and they can be a tad sucker. So those type of people go over, they're the person that you want to love on. The Apostle John was actually that. The theory is that he didn't get fried and didn't get hanged because everybody liked him so much, even though he praised Jesus. If you think of an Old Testament example, it's Abraham. Abraham goes to Lot and says, hey, if you want to go left, I'll go right. If you want to go right, I'll go left. He kept flip-flopping back and forth. He wanted to go over and love on the people. He wanted to be that stable person, but at the same time, he was more concerned about the person than about himself. So that's why he kept flipping back and forth. The sucker part is a warning, and this is going to hurt a bit, but you tend to go over, if you're this personality style, you tend to say yes to everything. And you might need to learn to say no. Because you're the person that'll just keep shoving and shoving into your life, and then boom, an explosion happens. You know, mental breakdown, you emotionally snap, you get tired and worn out, and you get sick because you're constantly going. So I wanted to give you a piece of some biblical practical advice that you can't take everything on. You gotta go over and allow other people to take on some stuff. So those are your S's in a nutshell. Now we're gonna go to the C's. Oriented style, the C's. They're very cautious, competent, cognitive, careful, consistent, calculating, critical thinking, compliant, conscientious, correct, conformers, and they can be a tad cold. So again, they're cautious, competent, cognitive, careful, consistent, calculating, critical thinking, compliant, conscientious, correct, conformers, and they can be a tad cold. These are the people that are usually the think tank. These are the people that go back and are like engineers, and they're the person that's like the astronomers, or a person that's in the back shop that's really quiet, that likes to do a lot of detailed work. They don't like to interact with people too much. They do like people, but they don't like a lot of people like the I's do, or the D's that like to go direct people, or even the S's that like to love on people. They are very, very critical thinking. They go over and ask the why. They'll ask the big questions. Usually when they speak, you need to listen. But C's, and again, a rough spot for you guys is that you can be a tad cold. You know what I'm saying? Cold is that your affect, your face, always. When you're happy and you're sad. Guy Harris, he's a re-engineered engineer. He does similar things to what I do, and he goes over and had to learn how to smile for his daughter. I mean, his daughter was very sweet, and the way he would say I love you, he's like, I love you, honey. So C's, if you guys are more reserved and task-oriented and you're just very much a studious thinker and your face is always like this, it'd be nice to smile every once in a while. So a biblical example of this is Moses. Moses was asking God tons and tons of questions, but he was asking for clarification. He wasn't asking for disobedience. And also think of doubting Thomas in the New Testament. So those are your C's in a nutshell. So you guys have now learned about the outgoing and task, the D's, the outgoing people, the I's, the reserved, people-oriented, the S's, and the reserved and task, C's. So what are we going to do with all this information? Well, on Christmas Eve, we're going to be out special shooting out, get us a nice little place and get some music background by my friend Joe Lane. Go check out his website, go check out his music. And we're going to go over and blend it all together and bring a biblical spin on it and how to live it practically out. I'm going to be a little revealing on how I live this out in my marriage and how to go over and look at scriptures of this, because knowing the model is worth nothing unless you bring it to Jesus. So, I'll see you guys Christmas Eve. Bye.